Welcome to Wishpath Yoga. My name is Meredith. Let's meet up on the mat. We're going to go to the back of the mat today and start off in mountain pose so you have a comfortable amount of space between your feet. Feel like your heels hold a little bit of weight as well as the balls of your feet. Let your pelvis come to neutral. Your belly, heart, and brain stacked one on top of the other, nice and tall. If you like, close your eyes and just take a minute and set an intention for your practice. Beneficial outcome for yourself or someone else. Good. And then we'll move through the ribs to start. So holding your hands around your ribs, thumbs to the back. Take a nice deep breath in and feel your ribs flare. Front to back, side to side, top to bottom. You can do this at your own pace. Really try to feel some movement under your thumbs. And then we'll come for some standing cat-cow. So hands to thighs, knees softly bending toward the centers of the feet. Move between cow and cat. You can find your own pace. You can hold yourself in one of the shapes, breathing in and out. Just keep grounding down through your legs and feet. Good, and then rolling to standing, take a nice deep breath in. Let your fingers interlace, turn your palms toward the ceiling and leaning over to one side. Good, take your stretch over to the left. Good, exhale, hands return to your heart. And we're going to take a walk forward. So allow your right foot to step into the space in front of you. Bend your knee until it's over top of your heel. Good, bring your arms level with your shoulders, and we'll move this right arm into the space behind, twisting to the right. Good, you can press through the heels of your hands and let your arms sort of snow angel a little above and a little below shoulder height if that feels comfortable. Good, let that back arm come forward and we'll take arms toward the sky. Gentle warrior one. Good, bring your right hand to your right hip, lean softly to the side. Good, let that top arm swim down. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh and just see if it feels good to take the leg a little straighter. Pressing down through both feet. Good, softening your knee, press down to roll up. And as you're ready, step back and we'll trade sides. So left foot forward, feet stay about hip width apart so you have a nice wide base of support. And from shoulder height, let that left arm travel into the space behind you, turning your heart to the side wall. You can tip through the heels of your hands, spread and straighten your fingers. Hold your arms still or raise and lower them as it feels comfortable on this side. Good, and we'll pendulum swing that back arm forward and gently up. And we'll take left hand to hip, leaning softly to the side. Good, swim your arm down, take a nice deep breath in, and we'll meet both palms on the middle of the front thigh. And if you need to, you can take that leg a little straighter, keep pressing down strongly into both feet. Good, and exhaling, returning to standing. And we'll step back. And we'll come to Uttanasana. So our first forward fold, we'll start with the knees nicely bent. And you can keep your hands on your thighs, letting your head drop forward. Or bring elbows to thighs. If it feels good, go all the way to the floor with your hands, resting your tummy against your legs. Heavy head falling. Good, and then reaching into your fingers, we're going to come down to the knees. So grab a blanket here for cushioning if you need a little bit. And we'll have our knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Good. So coming to a neutral feeling in your spine, drop down to your left elbow for thread the needle, looking to the side. Or you can take this a little deeper, bringing your shoulder and your head all the way down. And then let your palms find each other. And if it feels good, lift that top arm toward the ceiling. Good, and then bringing it down. We'll come out and switch it up for the other side. So the gentlest way to do this is just staying on your elbow, looking to the side. Or if you can, come down to your shoulder and your head rest. Option to meet the palms. Option to lift that top arm. Good, and then coming back to hands and knees. We'll go to child's pose. So as you come back, you can put more space between your knees if it feels comfortable. If you can't get your forehead to the ground, you can stack your head on your hands. You can explore some breathing movements in through the back of your body here. And then lifting your head a little, we're going to come through the forearms, press up into cow. And then we're going to move from cow into our cat stretch. And let our cat stretch carry all the way back to child's pose. Let your elbows land. Slowly pulling forward, inhale, heartless. Good, exhale from cat to back to child's pose. Elbows touch down, pulling forward. Just one circular flow. Good, and then we'll reverse. So from child's pose, return to cat. Let your heart come forward. And take your hips back towards your heels, bowing down. Rounding through cat. Heart peels forward. Back towards your heels with your hips. And we get to cat stretch. This time we're going to pause. So pressing down through everything that's down. Breathing into the space between your shoulder blades. Really let your heavy head drop, drop, drop. Good. And then exhaling, come to neutral. Let your toes tuck under. And we'll make our way back to standing. So pressing yourself to flat feet. Return to a forward bend that feels comfortable. Again, elbows on the thighs is always an option. And you can enjoy this in a still way or let your hips sway a little side to side. Good. As you exhale, we'll come up to chair. Breath in at the top. Good. And coming back to neutral pelvis, hands to your heart. Good. So we'll repeat that walk forward with the right foot. Just a stride forward that feels comfortable, but you can still have the back heel on the ground. Good. And then we'll let our hands meet above. Take a breath in at the top. And we're going to dive. So as you exhale, reach your hands toward the floor. And come back up, breathing in. I like to exhale as I move. See how that feels for you. Good. Try two more. Good. Bring your hands to your heart for warrior three. So as you bring your weight into that front leg, you can keep your back toes down for a minute and just really press your hands together. Press down into that standing leg. If you want to bring that back leg a little higher, go for it. Good. As you exhale, bring your back leg through to the front. You can touch down with your foot for a minute and then bring your knee level with your chest. So we'll flow between those two positions. So breathing in, exhale, return to your warrior three. Again, that foot can be close to your mat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now we'll take the toes down and we're going to bring that foot behind the standing ankle. Then you can hold your balance here. Or you can bring your foot into your opposite hand behind your back. Final option here is to lean forward through your body, pressing your foot and hand against each other in the space behind you. Good, come back to tall. And we'll take that foot to the floor again and trade. So same hand to foot this time, holding the outer ankle and trying to hold your neutral pelvis instead of dumping forward. So heel close to your hips. Behind you, you can hold that foot in your opposite hand too if you like. So grabbing sort of the inside of your ankle with your right hand. Good. As you exhale, bending both knees, take a breath in. Exhale to move back to warrior three. Good. Let your foot touch down all the way flat, and we'll lift back up. And exhale, hands to your hips. We'll step back and try all that on the other side. So left foot forward, heel below the knee, feet hip width apart. Inhale, lift, and exhale, dive. So folding all the way forward through your body doesn't feel comfortable. You can just do the arms, so stay tall and move your arms down and up, keeping your body upright. Good, last one. Good, and we'll transition for Virabhadrasana C. So again, grounding through your standing foot. So really pressing down, try not to lock your knee. Good, exhale, draw through, touch down or lift. Good, and then we'll flow. So we'll move back and come forward. So these variations can be toe to the ground and toe to the ground. Good, we'll try one more. Good. And then we're going to take this foot behind, and you can hold your balance here, looking straight ahead at eye level, or grab your foot behind you in the opposite hand. Option 2, come forward. Good, and then returning to a tall position, we're going to change. So just grab your outside of your ankle in the same hand and balance here. You can also take your left hand to hold the inside of that ankle. So you may feel some stretch across the front of the thigh on the lifted leg. Good, and then we'll release, bring that knee in, both knees a little soft. We'll head back to warrior three. Good, allow your foot to touch all the way down. And rise. Good, let your hands come to your hips as you step back, and then we're going to fold. So we're going to do a little waterfall with interlaced fingers behind the back. So take a breath in. As you exhale, bow over bent legs. You have the option to keep your arms on your body or lift them. Breathe in here. Exhale, roll up. Breath in. Exhale. Time as you come down, we're going to stay down. So allow your hands to find the floor. You want to standing on your palms, and then bring your elbows to point towards your shins. Knees can be bent. And releasing your hands and walking to downward dog, or coming to hands and knees first. From hands and knees, you can come to downward dog. If that feels too much today, you can go to child's pose where we were a little earlier. So you can start in your downward dog with your elbows and knees a little bent, pressing down into the ground with your feet and the pads of your fingers. Relax your neck. From there, you can pedal out your legs. So one leg going a little straighter, and then the other. Good, we'll come back to hands and knees. Keep the toes tucked under. And we're going to stretch the feet. So try to keep your heels pointing up toward the ceiling. Push the floor away with your hands. Feel a nice stretch in your toes. Good, allow that effort to relax. And we're going to walk our knees over to the right side of the mat, sit down to the left, and bring that left knee out. So you have a foot to thigh connection here. So we're going to twist, so feel tall through your body, and then turn away from your feet. Left fingers support you on the ground behind you, turning to look in the direction that feels best for your neck. Keep your gaze a little bit up off the floor, even better, a little tipped higher. If you can hold the foot behind you with that nearby hand. Good. We'll leave the front hand where it is, turn the body forward, and we'll bring the left arm up and over, leaning toward the feet. Good, and lifting out, we'll trade sides. So take your feet around to the other side. Feel tall through your body, turn to the right. If you want, hold the foot behind you with the right hand. Front arm's just relaxed. Try to lift your sternum a little bit as you inhale. Good, and then coming out of your twist, we'll lean over to the side. So if you can, feel some movement here under your ribs with your breathing. Good, and coming back to tall. We'll bring our legs out in front, feet hip width apart. And just allow your hands to slide down the fronts of your shins towards your feet. Let your head drop in towards your throat. Really relax your head. Take some breaths into the back of your body. Good, and then if it feels good, lift your feet so you can hold over the tops of your toes. You're welcome to bring your heels a little bit further forward, tummy on the thighs, relaxing forward as it feels comfortable. So knees can be nice and bent here. Feel free to let your head drop. Feel free to rock a little side to side, ear to shoulder movements, or just be still. Good, inhale to lift your heart. As you exhale, relax, and we're gonna get ready for our relaxation. So you can lie on your back with your knees bent or legs straight, and then allow your eyes to close. If that feels overwhelming today, just keep your eyes open and relaxed, staring at a spot nearby. And tune into the feeling of support offered by everything that's underneath your body. So relax into the feeling of being held. And really notice your physical stillness, your physical presence. And then we'll invite our minds to do the same. So generate a wish to take a break from all the mental time traveling. And invite your mind just to be with your body. So we're going to anchor our mind with our breathing. So within one round of breath, we usually consider two phases, the inhale and the exhale. But you notice, if you slow it down a little bit, that there's a little pause between the inhale and exhale, and the second pause between the exhale and the inhale. So within each round, then we have 4 parts. So if you like, I invite you to make each one of those 4 parts the same length as all the others. So perhaps counting into 2, 3, 4, whatever feels comfortable, no strain. Hold your breath in for 2, 3, or 4. Exhale, same count. Rest in your pause there for the same count. And repeat. So if it's helpful in your mind's eye, you can trace the 4 sides of a diamond. One side representing each phase of the round that you're in. You can also imagine as you inhale, you're receiving energy into your body that would feel beneficial. In the pause, imagine it being soaked in by all of your cells. Through the exhale, letting go of anything that no longer serves your perfect health. And then resting in that pause, strongly believing that that energy has now disappeared. Any tension, worry, stress that you've released just disappeared completely. So please enjoy this 4-part breath for as long as you like. And as you touch in with the natural quiet and stillness within yourself, just think, this is me. And as you're finished, you can dedicate the energy of your practice in a beneficial way for yourself and or others in a way that feels meaningful today. Thank you very much. Namaste.